Hey guys, so I am on my lunch break and I had seen recently a video by Leanne Live of What Are You Afraid Of? Tag. And I thought that was really interesting, especially being October. So I thought I would share some of my fears with you. Now, I'm fortunate in the fact that I'm not afraid of a lot of the same things that other people are. Public speaking doesn't bother me at all. I'll jump in front of anybody, say anything. Doesn't bother me. I'm not scared of bees, snakes, anything like that. And I'm not really afraid of anything to the fact that it completely and totally cripples me, with the exception of one thing. Most of mine are just, it causes anxiety and I don't like it, but I'll do it anyways. The one thing that cripples me is the sound of a chainsaw. Even if I know it doesn't have a chain on it, it will absolutely paralyze me. We went through a haunted maze one time, and Kenan was about 8, and they jumped out at me with a chainsaw, and even though I knew there was no chain on it, I absolutely grabbed my son and used him as a human shield in front of me while he was clawing at me, screaming at me to let him go. Poor kid. Let's see. I'm afraid of clowns. I just don't like them. They're just creepy. Any kind of clown is just creepy, and evil clowns are just the worst. Ooh. Just one of my funnier ones is that I don't like to order pizza on the phone. Now really, I don't like to talk on the phone anyways. I can't hear well on the phone. I get really embarrassed because I have to say what a lot, and then sometimes I have to just try to figure out what they say. So I don't really like talking on the phone, but I really think the pizza one is just, I would go hungry rather than order pizza on the phone. And I think it just really stems from an embarrassing a situation that happened to me in my 20s, where I called for pizza and they asked me for my address, and I had just moved and my mind just went blank. Absolutely blank. Could not tell them my address at all, or my phone number, because they'd both changed. And just ever since then, that was it for me. No more. So yeah, that's just a weird fear. I'm afraid of horses. I don't know. They just scare me. I'm just afraid they're going to hurt me, and they just kind of make me feel creepy. I don't know. I just don't like to be around horses. Now, I have been around horses. I've petted them and all that, but yeah, not my thing. I'd really have no desire to ride horseback or anything like that. When I was real little, I did ride horses every once in a while, and I wonder if something happened. I have memories of being on the back of a horse, but I don't have any memories of anything bad happening, so I don't know why I would have this fear, but I do. I used to say that I was afraid of any animal that was bigger than me, but that's really not true, because I have no problems with like cows and giraffes. So it's just something with horses. I am afraid of these geese that hang around the pond here at work, because geese are mean. So I try to stay away from them. I do have a lot of anxiety around driving. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of gas when it gets really low. I freak out. I want to stop. I want to get gas. It drives Jeremy crazy, especially if the gas light comes on. The anxiety that hits me is so great. It's just terrible. I'm afraid of driving to places that I've never been. It causes me a lot of anxiety. I have this thing about driving in traffic on the interstate. I'm always afraid somebody is going to slam into the back of me when we have to come to a stop or slow down greatly. My eyes go straight to the rearview mirror, and I tense up just waiting for impact, which is probably the worst thing that I could do. So I really don't like driving in traffic, and I definitely don't like driving in traffic in a town that I don't know. I will white knuckle my steering wheel. But now, like I said, I will do it. I just don't like it. I have a fear of getting lost. And, as a woman, I don't really like to walk by myself a lot, especially like downtown and things like that. It's just, I think that's a legitimate fear that women have, unfortunately. But yeah, And of course I have the standard fears that everybody has, you know, losing a loved one, getting really sick, terminally ill, things like that. I have a fear of being without money, like something happening and I don't have the money to pay for it. Just that to me is scary. Back to driving, I have a fear of driving in the snow. I will, but I hate it and I will absolutely avoid it at all cost. Just snow is unpredictable and I don't like it. So, which is funny because I used to like to drive when it first started to snow. I would immediately get in the car and drive around. But as I've gotten older, I don't like it. But that's about all I can think of. I think I've pretty much covered all the things that cause me anxiety. Oh, let me share this with you. I don't really have a fear of heights. I have a healthy caution of heights, I guess you could say. So, I mean, it doesn't cause me not to do things. But we went to the Sears Tower, which is now called the Willis Tower. And they have the skybox where you can walk out. And it's like plexiglass. And you can walk out over into nothingness. And, you know, it looks like you're just hanging out in the sky. And I absolutely could not bring myself to step out in that box. I could not make myself step out in it. And when Kenan would go out in it, I would cry uncontrollably. I mean, I had no control over this whatsoever. It was not a rational decision. I could not make myself stop, but he would step out of it and big tears would just immediately start rolling down my face. And he would step out and I would stop. He would step in and I would start. And of course, this was a game to him. And it was just the weirdest thing. I would have never in a million years thought I would react like that. So it's just a funny story now. But it was really embarrassing to be up there on top of the tower crying my eyes out. But so those are my fears. And I would like to hear what you are afraid of. So you are tagged. So please make a video and let me know. Come to this video, leave a comment, let me know that you've made a video and I'll go watch it because I want to hear what everybody's afraid of. And if you like what you see here and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below so that you can be informed of all my new videos. Alright, I will talk to you soon. Bye.